This week on Theme Park Worldwide, the show, we've got the big news from Dollywood as they announce a fantastic new roller coaster for 2016. We've got an update on Taron and all the construction going on over at Phantasialand, and just what is coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach in 2017. It's all coming up here on Theme Park Worldwide, the show. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And once again, a very warm welcome to this week's episode. Hope you're all enjoying the summer holidays. Obviously, it's coming up towards the middle of August now, peak summertime for the parks. Gate figures are quite high looking across the parks over in the UK at the moment. They're having quite a good summer, which is great. It's helped with the good weather. We've had a bit of a heat wave over the past week as well. A bit 25, 26 degrees, which has been quite nice at the parks. 2 vlogs online. We've got Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach vlog. We also went down to Joyland, which was great in Great Yarmouth. Great in Great Yarmouth, that's quite good. I didn't plan that, honestly. So yeah, you've got that vlog which is online, and also Adventure Island in Southend. 2 really good vlogs, and make sure you do check them out over on our YouTube channel. Well worth seeing. All the vlogs on the channel are great, as we're approaching 100 vlogs, which is a lot to have on the channel, so we thank you all very much for your support with the show and the vlogs as well. Quite a lot to get through then this week, so let's kick straight in with a bit of news off the rails. So starting off this week's news off the rails, the big news from Dollywood. Last week, obviously, I said it was going to be announced, and there it has been. We all knew it was going to be a big new ride going into Dollywood, but the scale of it, I don't think any of us thought it was going to be quite this big. It's a massive new RMC roller coaster. So RMC, they are Rocky Mountain Construction. They're not a really old company. They're quite new in terms of how you ride manufacturers go. They're responsible for Twisted Colossus, which I'm going to be riding in a few weeks at Six Flags Magic Mountain, Wicked Cyclone. They've done loads of great RMC rides. They're also in the planning for the one at Kolmarden in Sweden for next year. So it looks absolutely fantastic what they've got going on. However, this looks to be the best RMC there is out there. Let's have a look at one of the concept images just there. So you can see that it looks really, really good. You've got some banking going on as it scrolls through the images for you. It's a really tight banking, which is great, and plenty of airtime on that. So let's have a look at the stats, what we can expect for the brand new ride, which is Lightning Rod. I like the name. Looking at the images, the front of the train, and also the name Lightning Rod, you can sort of get the gist of what the theme of this ride is going to be. So basically, you're going to have a 165-foot tall drop on this. This is after a fantastic launched element. So it's going to actually be, there's 2 records with this. It's the first launched wooden roller coaster in the world, which is going to be fantastic, quite impressive for the park. It's also going to be the world's fastest wooden coaster, as it reaches speeds of up to 73 miles per hour. So after that 165-foot drop, you're going to go down. You've got a 90-degree banked braking wave turn. How impressive does that sound? I mean, I like the sound of that. You've also got a 90-degree outside banked top hat, which will be good. High-speed airtime hills, which is awesome. Non-inverting half loop. Love a good non-inverting half loop, always great on a coaster. I can't wait, I've not been on an RMC yet. Obviously Twisted Colossus is going to be my first one, so I think after that it's going to give me a good feel of what to expect from Dollywood and what's going on there at the park. So yeah, looking really good. It's going to have a total of 12 airtime moments on this ride. It sounds absolutely stunning. Of course, they've also got some great rides there like Wild Eagle, they've got the Wing Coaster, which is great. And of course, Fire Chaser Express was one of our latest rides, which was a family coaster. That place is expanding massively. You might remember the other week I was talking about the Dreammore Resort, the big hotel complex they've put in, and now they're going in and announcing this massive new RMC. It's definitely one of the big players out there, and the marketing team are really grasping onto that as well. They've produced a really good video. It's about 1.5 minutes, but I thought I'm going to show you it in this week's show. So here's a look at the official reveal of Lightning Rod at Dollywood.
Start with a set of American wheels. Add a ton of elbow grease and ingenuity. Sparkling chrome, a hand-painted custom finish. Did I mention 1,500 horsepower? And what do you have? Lightning Rod. The world's first and fastest wood launch coaster. lightning rod. Peeling out March 2016, only at Dollywood.
As you can see, lightning rod looking fantastic there. If that doesn't get you excited in 2016, then I don't know what's gonna. It looks beautiful. I think I'll appreciate it even more once I've been on an RMC, you know, which would be great. A little bit more about the ride then. Of course, it's located in the Jukebox Junction area of the park. Lightning rod rockets riders around its massive wooden structure, which looks great. 0 to 45-mile-an-hour launch, up 20 stories lift. So it's going to be great to see. Just seeing it off ride, the launch woody, it's going to be really insane, something a little bit different, quite quirky, and I like the fact they've done that. During the ride, guests experience nearly 20 seconds of airtime on them 12 airtime moments, and the coaster train is comprised of 12 cars carrying 2 passengers each, for a total of 24 people per train. So you can have quite a good throughput on this, quite a good capacity. Knowing Dollywood, it'll have quite a few trains and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be good to see. Looking forward to seeing this complete. Obviously, Dollywood have put in some fantastic investments. The Dreammore Resort, as I've said, you know, it looks great. Fire Chaser Express, Wild Eagle. It's a park I want to get out there to do, and hopefully I will get out there next year. If not, then it will be in the next few years. There's a lot I want to fit in, a lot I want to do next year here on the channel, so we'll just have to see, because if I go out to Dollywood, there's a lot of stuff I want to do in the area as well, so I'll have to see on that one. But it's beautiful, isn't it? Fire Chaser Express, you know, is another one that I'd love to do out there. So there's some great rides, really, really good stuff. I love my thrill coast, but I love my family coast. There's something about Fire Chaser what really screams out to me to look like a good ride. I know it's a Gerstlauer, I don't normally say that about Gerstlauers, but the whole theme and the way they've built it is great. And the way that Dolly Parton announced this ride, I don't know if any of you have seen on the video on YouTube the official announcement of this massive hour-long presentation about the ride. If only we got that in the UK when Rise opened, it would be great. So there you go. That's it for Dollywood then for now. Blackpool Pleasure Beach then, Project 2017. Now we don't know much about this at the moment, but the park have been sort of hinting towards a big new ride in 2017. Obviously, they've catered for the family market quite a bit lately. Well, apart from this year, they had Skyforce, which is a good ride. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but I wouldn't say it's rubbish. For me, it was just a good ride. However, they have put in some great family investments. Nickelodeon Land went in a few years back, which is really, really good. Of course, you've got Nick Streak in there. Loads of new rides as well, combining the old classics with new rides, which is good to see. Avatar Airbender, etc. So that's good. The park's also had quite a lot of re-theme updates. So they've done all the areas up, ripped out the monorail station and put all planters in. It makes it look nicer than what it would have done if they'd have just left stuff. It is a shame the monorail closed, but as it is with Goldmine, but they did put in Wallace and Gromit. Again, it's a big family investment. So what I'm trying to get at is they put a lot of family in. It's time for some major thrill. Skyforce is major thrill, but we want coasters. Come on, we all love coasters. And that's what hopefully is going to come in 2017. Now, what's actually been seen is a Land Rover, Range Rover, whatever you want to call it, but that's not the important bit, whatever car it is. It's on the back, what the spare tyre comes in. And there's like a cover on it which reads, "The excitement is building," I believe. It mentions the Adventureering team, which is basically a rip-off of Imagineers from Disney, I would say. But yeah, or Merlin Magic Making, for example. But yeah, the Adventureering team. So the last new roller coaster built at Blackpool Pleasure Beach was in 1994, and that was the big one. That was the last major new ride that went in, well, coaster-wise anyway. Obviously you've had stuff like Valhalla since. Some of you might disagree with that and say Infusion, which went in 2007. I don't class that as new. It was down the road at Southport, Pleasureland, and then it was repainted and brought up and branded as the world's first ride over water. But yeah, since they've had a proper new coaster, it was 94, the big one. It's long overdue, you know, long overdue that. So let's hope, 21 years, isn't it? So let's hope this is going to come in 2017. We'll have to see. Of course, with any developments and updates, we'll keep you all up to date here on Theme Park Worldwide, this show. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Moving on then, finally, to Phantasialand. We're going to show you another couple of minute video now. Of course, I love theming. I appreciate theming a hell of a lot. Taron is a massive new Intamin multi-launch coaster coming to the park at Phantasialand. It looks great. They've already put in stuff like Black Mamba, Chiapas, Talican, the famous one with all the fire and water effects. This looks like it's going to be absolutely stunning what they're putting in. I can't wait to see it finished. Taron, I mentioned it about a month ago on the show that it was coming. We don't know anything about it. We don't know any facts, speeds or anything. It's all a mystery at the moment, inversions. But what we do know is they're protecting that track well. They've covered the whole track up, as you'll see in this video, in like all I don't know what it is. It's like a plastic coating to protect it as they're putting in amazing rock work. As the track's been built up, they're also building the rock work around it. So let's have a little look at that. Thought I've got to show you this. It also shows how a lot of rides have had this rock work theming done. You can sort of see how maybe things like Expedition Everest, what I've got all the rock work on, all that's been done in this sort of way. So I thought, let's show you this, a bit of the theming part of this for you. So here is a little look at Taron, lovely little video on the Phantasialand official YouTube.
I will show now how we do the rocks here in Phantasialand, Lugheim. Our focus is to do always like nature, trying to do using our skills the best possible to, at the end, the people feel like they are exactly in the nature. My name is Elder Lopez, I'm the owner of Universal Rocks. We are specialists in the concrete spray. We start doing, after the metal structure, we do our own scaffolding, because we must do this kind of scaffolding to make the rock. After making the cage work, we do our mesh. We cover the steel structure with a special plastic mesh. And then we spray, like here we have in front, the first layer of concrete. Here's one of the steps, very important. Most important is spraying the second and the third layer, and then the carvers make the shaping of the rock to make exactly like the real basalt. At the end, the last part of the fake rock, we use acrylic painting, like the girls are doing here. This last step is the most important, is the one that gives life and heart to the fake rock. Because it's a multi-coaster, it's different, the rocks and also the bird is very nice. For us it's special, but this is very special because it's very big, and at the end it will be the perfect project to Phantasialand, and also for us it's a very nice experience. I hope the people enjoy this fantastic multi-coaster.
Great to see that there. It's going to be great to see the finished result for this ride. I mean, the quality of stuff there is amazing. I went last year for the first time. Looking forward to going back next year for this one. One of the new rides that we will be covering here on Theme Park Worldwide next year. One of many new rides, in fact. So little hints. But yeah, it's going to be really good to check it out when it's done. That's it then for News Off the Rails this week. We'll be back with more news in next week's episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show.
Questions, questions, questions everywhere.
So yes, it's time for Ask Me Anything, the part of the show where I read out 4 different questions that have been sent in by you, the viewers, and then I answer them here for you on the show. Let's have a little look at what I've been sent then this week. First off, it's from Anonymous. So hi out there to Anonymous. If you could act in any scare maze, what would it be? Well, I loved Wreck when I did it 2 years ago at PortAventura. It was great. I'm hoping it's going to get announced for Halloween again this year, because obviously we are going to be out there. Another one for you on the channel for PortAventura Halloween. It's going to be great. They've not announced much for Halloween yet, but Wreck was amazing, so hopefully it's going to be back this year. So yeah, definitely that. Thanks for your question there, Anonymous. Anita, what area of the world does not have a major theme park that you think would be a good one? Bit of a tough question this, because I think everywhere in the world really has a major theme park, but I'm going to stick to home here. I'm going to say London. Obviously London Paramount's coming, but after visiting some of these sort of in-city parks like Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen and Bakken, Liseberg in Sweden and Gothenburg, these are all parks that are right in the city. They're not on the outskirts like Thorpe and Chessington, or even how London Paramount's going to be. They're right in the centre of the city. Imagine Hyde Park in London having a big theme park on all year. Obviously it's got Winter Wonderland, but imagine that all year. You know, I'd love to see an in-city park in London. It'd be great. So thanks for your question there. Mike Hunt sent in, if you could only ride one coaster for the rest of your life, what would it be? Shambhala. Of course, I love Shambhala. It's my favourite coaster. Yes, it's probably going to get beaten very, very soon, but it's a fantastic ride. I love it for what it is, full of airtime. If you don't know what Shambhala is, I've raved on about it enough, but it's a B&M hypercoaster at Portaventura. Plenty of videos on the channel, on and off rides, so make sure you check them out. The Portaventura vlogs are also a good laugh actually, so make sure you do check that out. Like I say, going to be back at Portaventura this October, so it's going to be good. Finally then, you got Drew. If there was only one theme park you could visit out of all the parks you've already visited, what park would it be? It's going to be my favourite again, Europa Park in Rust, Germany. I recommend a visit to that place to anyone. It's a full-on experience. If you want massive thrill rides, it's not really got them. If you want a full round experience, that's where you want to go. It's got some thrilling stuff like Woden, Silverstar, Bluefire, but if you want full-on immersive experiences, definitely Europa Park. So make sure you do check out the videos from that also on the channel. If you've got any questions, all you need to do is tweet them in at ThemeParkWW, send them as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page, or you can email them. All you need to do is email in at ask@themeparkworldwide.uk. It's time for one of my favourite parts of the show. It is, of course, Merch Paradise. What am I going to show you this week? Let's have a little look. Boop. There we go. It's this, a beautiful mug from Tato Park over in Ireland, just outside of Dublin. And it's actually from Phantasialand. I don't know if I've said that right or not. I need to learn really, because I am going here. Me and Charlotte are going to be vlogging from Tato Park. It's going to be great. We're going out for a day trip actually from Birmingham Airport in a few weeks. But I've got this mug, been sent to me from Mark Megaphobia Lewis. A lot of you probably know Mark. He's been on Megaphobia over 4,000 times at Oakwood. He absolutely loves it. We meet up with him every year and he does a little segment in the vlog. I've said to him we need to get him on Theme Park Worldwide more, so he's looking at coming along with us to some more trips next year, especially abroad. So hi out there to you, Mark. Also, I hope you had a very good birthday yesterday as well. So happy birthday to Mark, and thank you very much for this beautiful mug from Phantasialand. I really don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. I really do struggle with pronunciations of names and stuff, but thank you very much for that. Let's have a look at what merchandise you guys have sent in for me. Get my words all twisted up there. I'm that excited at this mug. Let's have a little look down what we've got. Dave Matthews has got Alton Towers Two Swords Bear. Two Swords, oh, they were the days, so thank you very much for that. Jenny Cousins has got some merchandise from Thorpe Park. Loads of stuff there, Jenny. You've got a little collection going on, so thanks for that. Alex Hicks has got a limited edition corkscrew poster. I've also got one of them somewhere here at the World of Theme Parks. As you can tell, it's an ever-changing World of Theme Parks at the moment, as we're updating it completely with its new lighting, which is getting there now. It's getting there ever so gradually. Andrew Seeley's got some Disney World 2010 pin badges. Looks really good there. Thomas Cartwright, Disneyland merch. Loads of stuff there, Thomas, thanks for sending it in. And Stu has got some merchandise from Legoland. If you've got anything, all you need to do is send it in. You can email it in by sending merch at themeparkworldwide.uk, tweet it in at themeparkww on Twitter, make sure you follow us as well, or send it as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. Me and Charlotte, the Theme Park Worldwide admin, look forward to seeing your merchandise and putting it in next week's episode of Theme Park Worldwide the show. So yes, it's time for the final segment of this week's episode of the show. It's Interact With Me. Let's have a little look at what we've got this week. First off though, I want to say a big happy birthday shout out to the one, the only, it's Mr. Adidas, Dean Johnson. Happy birthday to you. Hope you had a good time, along with Mark, friends with the vlogs. Happy birthdays this week. So thank you very much for all your continued help with the channel, Dean. So thank you for that. Happy birthday to Liam Wright, who celebrated his birthday at Alton Towers, and also heading off to Cleethorpes and doing Pleasure Island as well. Sounds like a great birthday. Can I come? So thanks for that. Grace Ford's got a Swarm on-ride photo. So there you go, the Swarm B&M Wing Coaster opened in 2012 at Thorpe Park. So it's a great one there. Owen Holt's got a photo of me at the turnstiles. If you do see me, make sure you say hi. It'd be great to have a photo, and then you can put it here on the show. What more could you want, eh? So there we go, thanks for that. Rice Lewis got a Mumbo Jumbo on-ride photo. SNSL Loco at Flamingo Land. Really good ride, I enjoyed it quite a lot, and thanks for sending in your photo for me. Next up is Adam Curran with an Avalanche on-ride photo. Thanks for that, another good ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Kay Ridden's got a Ben 10 on-ride photo. Ben 10 Junior Boomerang from Vekoma. I look forward to the one at Paulton's Park next year. It's going to be great to see, and the theming on that looks stunning. So some of the best in the UK, 2 Vekoma coasters. So it's going to be good to see when that's done. Later Faulkner, Jack and his dad Paul on the Flying Fish at Thorpe Park. Great photo you've got there. Holly Smith with a Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom lights on photo. That just shows Disney's not quite as glamorous behind the scenes as we all think. So thanks for that photo. Do really like it. Appreciate photos like that. I was lucky enough to have a lights on myself actually while I was there. Right at the end of the night it was, about 11:30, and we had the lights on, which was awesome. So thank you very much for that. Very special one now to Brandon Conway, who had a photo of me at Adventure Island, one of the staff there. Really good lad, it was great to meet you. He's a big fan of the show, so hi out there to you again. Hope you watched the vlog and I hope you enjoyed it, along with all the other staff over at Adventure Island. There we go. Next up, Kat Freeman with a Big Thunder Mountain on ride photo. Loving that, love BTM. Robert Lake with Lily Who's 3 with a photo of me at Alton Towers. Oh, how adorable. It was great to meet you out there at Alton Towers. Hi, if you're watching. So thank you for that. Happy birthday to Samuel Land, who's 13. And also to Jake Whitmarsh. Happy birthday, guys. Hope you've had a good day. Thanks for watching the show. Jamie Ann is on Nemesis at Alton Towers. So thank you for sending that in to me. And Ryan Gregory, big happy birthday, and he's off to Cedar Point. I'm so jealous that, where was my invite for this? We could have done a vlog and everything. But no, seriously, have a good birthday and enjoy Cedar Point. Make sure you send me some photos whenever you're back next week, the week after. Have a good time. That's it then for this week's episode of the show. Make sure you send in your interact with me by sending them into the email interact@themeparkworldwide.uk, or you can tweet them in at themeparkww, or send them as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. Loads of videos to come up this week. We've got some more on and off rides. It's going to be great to see. As I said, make sure you check out both the vlogs. Two of the best ones we've done here on the channel. Well worth seeing if you do love what we put on here on the channel and all our content. Thank you very much for all the support, as always. That's it then for this week. I'll be back next Wednesday with even more merch, even more interact with me, and even more theme park news. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke. This was Theme Park Worldwide, the show. And that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Have an awesome week.